Am I being too hard on Jake Paul? Personally, I think he is a disgusting human being for what he's doing, calling out older fighters and then raising his arms at the end of the fight as though he just actually accomplished something. Like, dude, fight a real boxer for one and fight someone your age. When you fought Tommy Fury, a guy your age who's a boxer, you didn't look good. You only look good against old men. 48-year-old Anderson Silva, now 58-year-old Mike Tyson. I think it's disgusting, and I think it's a bad example for society, and I think his influence is negative. He's an influencer, right? When someone's an influencer, we have to question the where that influence is coming from. Is it coming from good faith or bad faith? And I think Jake Paul is a bad faith influencer. Now the question is, am I being too harsh? I don't think I am, but you let me know in the comment section. Am I being too harsh on Jake Paul? I don't think so. I think it's despicable for if you want to be a boxer, okay? If you're a young man and you have aspirations of being a boxer, go ahead, chase your dreams, and I wish the best of luck to you. However, to want to make your way and earn money and your name fighting fighters that are way out of their prime is just despicable to me. There's no respect there. There's no honor there. There's no, even at the base fundamental core, like, respect your elders. I believe in that. I do. I'm 28 years old. I'm the same age as Jake Paul, okay? Maybe like, I'm an August baby. He's a January baby. He's going to be 28 in January. So we're the same age pretty much. I don't know. How many months is that off the top of my head? September, October, November, December, January. 5 months. Okay. Jake Paul should be fighting people his age. Jake Paul should be fighting guys like David Benavidez. Seriously. If Jake Paul wants to call out, hear me out. If Jake Paul wants to call out Canelo Alvarez, why don't you fight David Benavidez? Why don't you fight the guy that really deserves a Canelo Alvarez fight? And if you could beat him, okay, we'll give you Canelo. Sure, sure. But I'm beating 58-year-old Mike Tyson does not get you a Canelo Alvarez fight. It doesn't. You get what I'm saying? But Jake Paul has mastered the flim flam. He's mastered the circus, the facade. Look at him. You know what I mean? He's mastered the art of trickery, promotion, all that stuff. He does these, I don't want to say satanic rituals, but I've seen him mess around with spirit channeling and things like that. In my personal opinion, Jake Paul is the personification of hedonism, and he's the antithesis antithesis of what the Bible and the Quran teach. And you can go into other religious doctrines like Buddhism and stuff like that. And Jake Paul, if you're looking at a yin yang, right? If you're looking at the yin yang, Jake Paul, in my opinion, is more of the darkness than he is the light. And I know people that have said, "Oh, Jake Paul's a good guy. He gave my brother a really nice tip somewhere." What does that mean, bro? That's the least he can do. You know what I mean? With the money that Jake Paul has, given a little bit of a nice tip, I hate to say that doesn't exonerate you. You know what I mean? That doesn't and listen, not for nothing, I will say this. Who am I to judge? I'm not perfect. I live in a glass house. We all live in glass houses. None of us are perfect. However, I can still express my dismay and displeasure when I see a sports icon, Mike Tyson, a cultural icon, sports icon, a global, international icon, being called out by someone who is then going to disrespect him, step on his foot. And that was calculated. He did that on purpose. He knew exactly what he was doing. That crawl, that was so he can gauge distance. He knew exactly what he was doing. I don't like it. I don't like this idea of, like, yeah, young people should start disrespecting old people. I don't like that, dude. Because we're all going to get old one day. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it doesn't align with my core values what Jake Paul is promoting and pushing to the culture. Jake Paul, when he's going up to all those fighters that make less than him at the press conference saying, how much you want to bet, how much you want to bet, not one guy that said, how much you want to lose. When he said, I shit more than you make in your entire life or something like that, that to me is like, bro, why go there? That's a really nasty thing to say from a really nasty person. But again, the point of this video is asking you, am I wrong? Am I being too harsh on Jake Paul? Is the man doing his thing? Am I hating? You know, I don't think so, but you let me know if you agree, disagree. It doesn't matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoy the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.